All right, got the recording done. Nichole, I'll watch the people coming in. The rest is on you.
All right. Hey guys, happy Sunday. Happy Christmas holiday break. I believe most of y'all got on break either Thursday or Friday of last week. So yay for y'all, a little timeout. But I'm gonna go ahead and pull up my screen and we can get chatting about your December holiday plans, how to navigate it with your nutrition, how to stay on track and not get super slippery with your choices and all of the new habits that hopefully you've started. So we're going to talk about eating through the holidays, and then I'll go through some of my tips and tricks and how I kind of navigate my nutrition through holidays and traveling. And then we'll do a little sharing about how you guys felt through your championship season, meets, travel, what you maybe changed, what you've been trying to change, where it's been successful, where it maybe hasn't been super successful. So my tips for navigating a holiday. I know we've talked a little bit about this. I believe we talked about it in our November one about Thanksgiving. So as a little refresher, my tips include start your day healthy and balanced. So we want to stay in control of our nutrition and make those smart, healthy choices when you have the opportunity to do so. So if you've got parties during the day, or you have family, aunts, cousins, grandparents that you're going to visit through the day, you always want to wake up and start your day balanced and healthy. Don't skip breakfast. Wake up, have your healthy breakfast. Just because you're on vacation and the schedule may be a little different, you don't want to get off track with getting in those consistent meals and keeping your body fueled. Skip the soft drinks, grab the water or a sparkling water. We've talked a little bit about sparkling water versus water when we talk about our hydration. We really want to start eliminating those soft drinks, the sodas that have all those added sugars, even the ones that are quote unquote zeros or diets. They're just really bad for your insides and really slow down your metabolism. So if we can grab water, or if you want to have some sparkling water, just make sure you're staying hydrated, because a lot of times you're putting in your body things that we don't typically have, because the holidays, there's usually meals and traditions that we do through the holidays that you get once a year. So a lot of times those dishes are higher in sugar or butter or creams and those types of things. And we want to make sure we're still staying hydrated and flushing through our body. 3, keep the sugars in check. I'm going to eat pie when it comes passed around the table at Christmas. But just keep it in check. Don't, snack on sugars and candies and treats every day, all day, just because you're on vacation or just because it's a holiday. Keep it in check. If, you're having pie or you're having dessert after dinner, that's fine. Just keep it in check. Don't miss the protein. When we're having these big meals, when you look at this spread at a holiday meal, so at like Christmas dinner, maybe it's Christmas Eve dinner, you look around the table, a lot of times it's just a lot of big starches like pastas and stuffings, mashed potatoes, cornbread, rolls. We want to make sure you're still getting in all of that protein. We don't want to miss that. So maybe you start your day with a breakfast. Maybe you make a big extra protein smoothie or shake with that breakfast. So you make sure you're getting in that protein. When you look at your plate come Christmas night, make sure you're adding in good portions of the protein available to you, because your body still needs it. We don't want to skip it. And then eat till you're full, not till you're sick. Don't just keep eating because it's there and it's available. Keep yourself in check. Eat till you're full and satisfied and you've gotten to try and taste all the good holiday meals, but don't make yourself sick just because it's there. And usually these meals tend to be a little bit bigger. These celebrations last a little bit longer. So if you can just kind of keep a pulse on your fullness until you want to feel like you're going to throw up at the end of the day, make sure you're eating until you're full and not until you're sick. And we're going to go into that next. In a couple slides, we'll talk about how you can maybe overdo it and keep that in check. Some of us are traveling over the holidays. So if you want to kind of look at it, just like we have been for your travel meats. No fast food. If you're making some stops, make a healthy choice. Maybe go get a Subway sandwich versus the fried chicken sandwich at Popeyes. Or if you're going through Chick-fil-A, get the grilled nuggets or the grilled sandwich versus these fried options, or don't get the French fries. We just want to kind of avoid that. And I know it's really easy to want to get those things when we're on the road or when we're traveling. So really just try to avoid that. So we want to still eliminate those trans fats like we talked about last month. Pack your snacks, plan ahead. Y'all do it for meats. You've been doing it hopefully when you travel to those meats. Hopefully you've been packing more healthier snacks for lunch. So hopefully that's become a new habit for y'all to pack these healthier snacks. So if you're traveling, don't get stuck hungry. Make sure you're sticking some snacks in your bags for the road. Don't skip a meal if you're traveling. If you've got a long day in the car, or you know it's going to be, more than 3 hours before that next meal when you get to your aunt's house, make sure you're having something before you hit the road so you're not going into it super hungry. You want to stay on top of it, and you're supposed to be eating, like we've said, every 3 to 4 hours. And then again, I'm always going to tell y'all to bring your protein, pack your protein, make sure you're getting extra protein. A lot of times before I go to a family's house for one of these holiday meals, or even if I'm going out to dinner or, to a friend's dinner or something, I'm going to take a protein shake in sometime before I leave, just so I don't know what's on the menu. At least I know I'm getting my protein in. I'm hitting that protein target, and I can at least be in control of that. You know what I mean? So it's going to keep you feeling fuller. It's going to give your body what it needs, especially because I know you will be practicing during the break. So make sure you're getting your protein in. Bottom line, the holidays are not an excuse. Don't let yourself just go crazy, eat all the sugar, eat all the foods that we know we should be probably trying to avoid at this point to optimize those workouts. So a lot of these meals only come around once a year. Sometimes if we have these traditional things that you have at each holiday, enjoy them, but don't go too bananas on it. So now I'm going to talk about something called the snowball effect. And this is in many aspects, but how the snowball effect can kind of take over your holiday if you're not being careful with your food choices and making sure you're getting in the right things. So if you're eating too much sugar, it's probably going to result in a sugar crash. You're going to feel that spike of energy from too much sugar, and then you'll end up crashing and feeling real kind of crappy at the end of it a couple hours later, maybe with a stomach ache, maybe with a headache. So really try to make sure you're keeping that in check, because too much sugar it'll come up and then you're going to come down. Then you're going to probably start over consuming some bad fats, like those trans and saturated fats we talked about. That again, just like the sugar, can lead to an upset stomach. Upset stomach, sugar crash equals poor sleep. The sleep I put that hand in hand with your nutrition. You want to make sure you're getting enough sleep, because then if you have poor sleep, it runs into poor performance, higher risk of energy, and you're having a wasted practice. Ross just told me that y'all will be practicing Monday through Thursday during your holiday break. So even though we're still enjoying and celebrating these holidays, you don't want to snowball into practice tired, feeling poor, feeling too much sugar the night before, feeling kind of bubbly guts from eating maybe too much butter and something, too much cream, overeating, and then you just don't sleep well, and then your performance suffers at practice, which then if you go into a practice fatigued or lethargic or not feeling your best, you're at a higher risk of energy and you're wasting your time. So you really want to make sure you're doing everything that you can to stay prepared and ready for practice. And that's going to start with what you're taking in through this holiday. Questions about navigating the holidays and what you're eating, what you should be doing. Any questions so far? Injury, not energy.
On
What?
your last slide.
Huh.
Go back.
Oh, go back.
Yeah.
Oh.
I just want to make sure higher risk of
at
energy.
yes, injury. That's a typo. Sorry.
And you kept
Higher
saying
risk
it.
of injury.
So you're a good broadcaster because you kept saying energy the whole time. You're
Oh,
reading
geez, I'm just
the
reading off
script.
my prompter. Guys, higher risk of injury. Sorry. Hopefully y'all understood what I meant because coach did. Poor sleep, feeling bad is going to result in poor performance and a higher risk of injury, not energy. Your energy will suffer, obviously, because you're not going to feel good. You're going to have a really low energy, which is then going to result in a higher risk of injuring yourself, hurting yourself, because you're not going to be doing what you need to swim your best. You know what you should be doing if you're not feeling well and you're too tired to even be there. Then you have the higher risk of injury. Thank you for that catch. I would have just kept rolling through. Any questions there, guys? Anybody? Okay, let's go into what y'all have been doing to be successful through this past season. Have y'all changed anything? Did you have any successes as far as packing things for meets? Did you find that you went into travel meets a little bit more prepared with packing some things, or maybe ordering a little bit differently than maybe you have in the past? Or in the opposite, are you doing exactly what you had been doing, but now maybe are you more aware of it and you're feeling how it's affecting you? Are you feeling maybe the day after you've had too much sugar, are you feeling any of those effects? Are you eating better snacks? Are you noticing that it's better? Anybody want to contribute or share? Quiet tonight. Y'all just ready for the break to start? Yeah. Anybody have any questions for me? I know this is kind of quick tonight, but no one wants to engage. I know the last meet I came to and I got to talk to some of y'all. Some of you guys approached me and came up with some great questions. We talked about how to balance out some of your meals. Maybe you've been trying a specific diet and it wasn't working. And so now we're trying to change it. What's your opinion on creatine? My opinion on creatine is you don't need it at this point. I feel like, that is a supplement that you will find a lot of people using for people using for muscle gain when they're weightlifting specifically, to increase their muscle mass there. I don't suggest it. There's some things that supplements that may have some added creatine, maybe some protein blends that may have it, but I don't think it's something that you guys need to be worried about taking at this stage. How are we doing with caffeine? I know caffeine was a big hot topic. I think the last two presentations, everybody wants to take in some caffeine. Everybody wanted to start asking about pre-workouts and taking those types of supplements. Has anybody started taking those supplements and want to talk about it? Has anybody stopped taking those supplements? Has anybody tried to stop ordering Starbucks every day and avoiding too much caffeine or coffee? Just got a funny face from Kendall. How much Starbucks are you having, Kendall? Okay, good. Great. I know everybody, you see people walking around with the pretty Starbucks holiday mugs right now. Don't do it. It's not worth it. So just like the sugars, you're going to crash and burn. You don't need it. Nothing? Nobody wants to share how you're... No, C4 is a pre-workout, right? Enzo? Isn't C4's pre-workout supplement?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Don't do it, dude. I don't think you need it. Have you tried it?
I tried it once before.
How did it make you feel?
I was shaky.
Yeah. It's a weird feeling. And it's like, once you start drinking it, and once you have that shaky sensation, it takes a while to get out of your system. And you're kind of like, oh shoot, now what? It's like a really quick caffeine rush. So it's tricky to navigate. And I really just don't think that you guys need it at your level or age or where y'all are at. I think it would probably just put you in a place to possibly, risk injury, because you're going to feel different and feel, like you said, shaky. I really don't recommend it. Pre-workout for kids y'all's age isn't a good boost. Yeah, it's not great. Thank you, Cora. Y'all don't need this energy. Y'all don't need the extra supplement. Don't need that coursing through your veins at all. I don't even think adults, I think adults abuse it as well. So I would steer clear, especially because of the potency of it. And when it hits you and hits your metabolism, you are going to feel real shaky. It's going to be really hard to control your energy levels and being in the water. I don't think it's safe. Protein. 100%. Carbs before, protein after. Rebuild your muscles, give them the energy, the refocus, the repair. And if you feel like you're slacking energy during your day, I'd look back at the food choices you've made, and that's probably what's making you feel that sluggish feeling. And if you need the energy, you need to clean up what you've been eating and focus on these slow burning starches and slow burning carbs to give you the energy. It doesn't need to come from. The only supplement I would suggest for y'all would be a protein supplement, or possibly like a BCAA powder, like we've talked about, those branched chain aminos for additional repair and recovery. But I don't think y'all need any kind of other supplementing. You can get everything from your good food choices. Love Core Power. Core Power is my go-to because it also tastes phenomenal. The Core Power vanilla tastes like a vanilla shake or a vanilla milkshake. It's so good. I really like the Iconic too. If some of y'all's people shop at Rouse's, Rouse's is a great, Rouse's, Iconic is at Rouse's, and they have a powder. So if you go to GNC and you want to buy supplements there, that's fine. But some of them get so pricey. I really like the Iconic brand, and you can get it for like $25 at Rouse's. Yeah, the chocolate is so yummy. Okay, what are some good breakfast meals to pack for school on low hours of sleep? Pack for school. So I love the idea of like a breakfast sandwich on like a whole wheat bagel, or I love Dave's Killer Bread. I'm waiting for my sponsorship. I love it. You could do like a breakfast burrito with eggs and maybe some turkey bacon and some cheese, and wrap it up in a whole wheat tortilla. Wrap it in some like tin foil. If you need something on the go, I would load up maybe like a big smoothie. You could add oats to your smoothie. You can add all kinds of fruit for long burning or long lasting, slow burning carbs. Get all your protein. It's a great way to put a bunch of calories in a to-go container. If you need to do that, but like a breakfast sandwich would be great. And I know, Enzo, you had mentioned liking breakfast sandwiches, so you could make them at home. I have, if you guys want, I know recently y'all have been interested in some recipes. I have like a egg bake in a big pan. It's like you bake a bunch of egg whites, and you can add veggies and meats and keep it you bake it and then put it in the refrigerator, and you can cut squares of it. It makes it really easy to microwave in the morning. And then you can put one of those squares between two pieces of bread and make a breakfast sandwich on the go. So if you don't have time in the morning before school to make your eggs or anything like that, if you guys would be interested in that, I can post that recipe on your website. Greens in your smoothie is great. If you've never put a fistful of spinach in your smoothie, do it. You will not taste it. If you can taste spinach in it, you can call me and yell at me, because if you put the greens in there, you won't taste them, but they're in there, and it's a great way to sneak in your veggies if you're bad about getting them. Any other food questions? Just keep asking random questions. I just want to give y'all as much information and as many tips as possible. You know, each month we pick a topic that we think aligns with where y'all are at in the year. But if you guys have things like at this point in the conversation or this point of the slides, throw out any questions y'all have. It can be as random as anything, whatever y'all need. Anyone else? Do you guys want, can I get some maybe thumbs up in the chat if you guys want to try that or see that egg recipe for a breakfast sandwich in the morning? Does pickle juice have any benefits? Yeah, it does actually. If you struggle from cramps, like muscle cramps, I know I've told y'all before, I work with a lot of triathletes and endurance athletes, and they actually, hey, Kaden, they actually carry around some bottled pickle juices like you can buy from Amazon, I think, but they're full of sodium and it helps reduce muscle cramps. If you find that you are somebody who does struggle with cramps in your legs and your shoulders and your abs, if you just have muscle cramps during or after big energy pushes, like if you're sprinting or anything like that, the pickle juice does help. Like a little shot of pickle juice does help reduce the cramping. Kaden, was that a thumbs up to the pickle juice or a thumbs up to the egg recipe? Or both? Cool. I will post that. Super easy. Dump all of the ingredients into one big baking dish, bake it, and then you can cut it into like 6 big squares. And in the morning, all you have to do is microwave it and toast your bread or toast your bagel, and now you have a breakfast sandwich. Since Auburn is coming up, what are a few easy and healthy snacks to have at the hotel pool between races? So healthy, easy snacks. Let's see. Fruit is a great one, obviously, if you've got a fridge too. So fruits, pack your protein shakes. You could do, I love string cheese. I love turkey jerky. Some pretzels and hummus or veggies and hummus. The Sabra hummus, you know, the one with the green lid, they make little individual cups now, like your own personal serving size. So those are really easy to pack. Just to like keep in an ice chest or keep in the fridge and just pull it out for your one individual serving. So those are really easy. Those peanut butter energy balls, you can make, you know, a sandwich, peanut butter crackers. Fruits that travel really well are gonna be like apples, bananas, grapes, things that don't get too mushy. Raspberries are tough. Yeah. Hard-boiled eggs, if you like them. I personally don't like hard-boiled eggs, but I know a lot of people do, and that's a really easy snack. You can plan ahead and it keeps well. String cheese, I say that. Nuts, so almonds, cashews, pecans, mixed nuts. Planters, the nut brand, they make a great product called Nutrition, spelled like nutrition. And they have individual packs of nuts. Nuts are great healthy fat, but it's really easy to get your hands stuck in the jar and overeat those healthy fats. But so Planters makes a great mixed nut and individual wrapped packages that you could take with you. The RX brand, I don't mind as far as bars go. They don't have a lot of additives or extra ingredients that we can't pronounce and understand. It's all kind of just listed there on the front. The carbs are coming from fruits, the protein's coming from egg whites, the sugars are coming from fruits and dates. Those are that's a good bar brand that I like. because y'all know I'm pretty anti bars. Oh, the other bar that I have found that I've found at Trader Joe's. So if y'all can make it to a Trader Joe's, there's I think it's called Barbells, is a bar that their ingredient list and their macro and calorie split is pretty good, and it's low sugar. So it would be good too. Oh, perfect. So our next chat, our next powwow is going to be about this. So I'll work on putting together maybe a packing list or a shopping, kind of a example shopping list of things that y'all could load up on or prep ahead of time and plan ahead and make sure you've got all those things covered for Auburn. Yeah, so next week bring your notepad and we'll make y'all a shopping list. What else? Cora's really helping y'all out tonight. Anybody else? No? Does anybody want to talk about the snacks that they've brought to races so far, but they know that's sat well in their stomach versus something that maybe they've had that hasn't sat well in their stomach, i.e. French fries? No? Coach, do you have anything? Fruit snacks. What about the fruit snacks? Oh, that was a direct message. I'm calling you out, Kaden. They sit well. Okay. What kind of fruit snacks? The non-sugary ones? I don't know how I feel about those. You're gonna have to send me a picture of that label. I hear fruit snacks and I think of like Sour Patch Kids. But if they're real, if it's real, I don't know. I think we can do better than a fruit snack. I also feel like your stomach's kind of like built of steel. I don't get it. What else, guys? Are we good? Coach, do you have any questions? Kendall, you have anything? That's funny. The smiley ones. I know exactly what you're talking about too.
No, I think you covered good things so far as usual. Kind of reminders of with the school letting out for about 2 weeks, not to just eat out of boredom.
Yeah, it's not a time for y'all to act like rabid raccoons scouring dumpsters. You know what I mean? Don't try to listen to your body, eat enough at your meals so you stay full and satisfied between meals and snacks. And I know it's like, okay, I'm sitting around, I'll just open the refrigerator again. I'll look in the pantry again. I'll grab this again. If you're sitting in front of the TV or you're watching Christmas movies or you're playing on the computer or something, you don't need to just graze, right? If you're finding that you're grazing, go have a bottle of water or chew a piece of gum.
Get out of the house.
Yeah, go for a walk. All right, guys.
Nope, if they're good, we're good. Thank you, ma'am. And
All right,
again,
guys.
we will do this the Sunday before the Auburn trip. And that date's on Nicole's nutrition page. And we will most likely hold it at the 6:30 time slot. But we'll check kind of the football schedules and whatever else may be going on that day. So,
Sounds good.
okay. Thank you, Nicole, as always.
No problem. Merry Christmas. Y'all have a good one.